sure you're well aware, after a very brief honeymoon, you've come under a great deal of personal criticism from critics who say you've been presiding over a hollowing out of the department, low morale, and a department that seems sidelined. Could you respond directly to some of the criticism and tell us if any of it you have taken it to heart and changed in any way because of that criticism?
Well, I hope the little stroll I just took you around the world indicates the building is hardly hollowed out. All of that activity I was describing to you, and as I said, has been undertaken using the expertise of the people in this building. Anytime you have a dramatic change in the administration like we had 6 months ago, there are going to be individuals who struggle with that. And I spoke to this on the first day I entered the building and gave my remarks on the steps of the State Department, that I recognize that I hope people could put those feelings aside and commit themselves to the mission. And my observation has been that the vast majority of people in the building have done that. Has everyone done it? No. Some people are still struggling to get over that. And those are the voices that generally are heard. I have a very active engagement with people in the building. I meet up to 3 times a week with the undersecretaries, the assistant secretaries. I do lunches with foreign service officers once a month. I do town halls. So I'm listening to people and getting a sense of how they are feeling about things. And the people that I'm coming into contact with are excited about the redesign. They're excited about hopefully getting some assistance on some areas that have troubled them for a long time. And I think they're beginning to understand that, the mission of the State Department is to lead America's foreign policy, create conditions for a better, more secure U.S., more prosperous U.S., and we do that at home, we do it abroad. That mission doesn't change. The policy that we are leading is dictated by the President of the United States, who was selected by the American people. So we're working on behalf of the American people who selected this president to carry out his foreign policies, and then all of the professionalism and the skill that people have in this building to do that, they dedicate themselves to doing that. And my experience is that that's where people are. The ones I work with, they are very dedicated to that. Have I encountered some people along the way that didn't want to do that, couldn't do that? Yes. And we have given them permission to go do something else. And I say that not in a pejorative way, but we have had individuals who did not want to serve in a certain role, and I said, fine, find something else for them to do. I don't want to force anybody into a position they're not committed to. So we have these conversations with people. Yes, I think it is to be expected that we will go through some morale issues early on. I hope as the redesign goes forward and people become more engaged in that, that there's going to be an uptick in that. I'm mindful of it. I pay attention to it. I cannot change what we're doing from a policy standpoint if that's what's behind people's unhappiness. With respect to my relationship with the President, it's good. The President has repeatedly expressed his confidence in me. We have a good relationship. I talk to him just about every day. I see him several times a week. He calls me late at night on the weekends when something comes into his head and he wants to talk. He may call me at any moment, at any time. But it is a very open relationship, and it's one in which I feel quite comfortable telling him my views. And he and I have differences of views on things like JCPOA and how we should use it. We have differences but I think if we're not having those differences, I'm not sure I'm serving him. And so I would tell you the relationship between the President and myself is good. That's how I view it anyway.
Everyone, thank you so much. Secretary has some
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Come back.